Now this week, Governor Mike DeWine deployed the Ohio National Guard to help the Elkton Federal Prison near Youngstown as they are dealing with a crisis when it comes to the coronavirus. In an exclusive, 3 News investigator Rachel Polansky found out that the problem there might be worse than first reported.
Olivia Garcia struggles to get the words out.
Frustrating and difficult.
As she recounts the phone call that no child wants to receive.
At 1:30 in the morning, I got the call that he had passed Thursday at 10:47.
6 days after her father, Margarito Garcia Fragoso, tested positive for COVID-19, the 65-year-old, who was serving 10 years on drug and gun charges, died alone at a hospital somewhere near Elkton. There was no last visit, no chance to say goodbye, only silence from prison officials.
To me, it felt like they did not have a heart for it. He's still a human being. He's still my father.
I don't know what to say, for real, man.
After our exclusive reporting, 3 News received multiple emails from inmates' families and this video.
This shit is serious, bro.
A plea for help by an inmate who was willing to show his face and admit to possession of a smuggled cell phone to show conditions.
And pretty much everything that the inmate said in that video was untrue.
Joseph Maley, the president of the union that represents Elkton officers, tells me the inmates' claims are false. However, Maley still paints a tragic picture of what's taking place inside the prison, not only with inmates, but with guards.
They're angry about that because they believe that the Bureau of Prisons has kind of, disregarded them and just leave them behind, even though we're the ones on the front line.
Maley also says that as of today, 37 Elkton inmates are now hospitalized and another 71 are in isolation at the prison, all experiencing COVID-19 symptoms. And those 37 hospitalized in the community all require guards, leaving the prison woefully understaffed.
To see the state of Ohio stepping up and trying to help us, any way that they possibly can, that begs the question, why should they have to? We're the federal government. Why isn't the Bureau of Prisons doing it?
It's a question inmates' families are asking too.
Well, my biggest fear is that I'm going to just wake up to a call one day saying that my father is dead.
Isabella Pira is the daughter of another inmate who reached out to 3 News after she found out that her father tested positive for COVID-19.
We should get an update at least once. It's been like a week.
She understands that the prison must be secretive. She's just worried about her dad, Yusuf Pira, who was sentenced to 10 years for his role in a marijuana growing operation.
I don't need to know where he is. That's fine with me. I just want to know if he's okay.
3 News asked attorney and law professor Michael Benza what, if anything, inmates and their families can do in these types of situations.
You can petition the warden for a compassionate release.
But figuring out which inmates can be released and won't be a risk to society takes time, something overwhelmed prisons don't have.
The institutions are scrambling to just react to what this situation is.
While Maley tells me that more than 100 prisoners are symptomatic, the Bureau of Prisons is telling the public that only 10 inmates have tested positive. So why the discrepancy? I asked the BOP, but I have not received a response. Rachel Polansky, 3 News.